What's going on, everyone? Welcome to this beautiful Sunday out here in New York. We are out here at Pineview Run. This is my first time out at this track. It's a relatively new track, but I'm super looking forward to it. There's tons of elevation change, like you can't see it, but over there it's like a roller coaster how it drops down and everything. Like coming out of this turn, you can see there's elevation, you're going through there, more elevation. Super excited to run this track. I'm gonna be riding some fun bikes, just having a good time, and we'll take you guys along for the ride.
Okay, the first bike I'm riding here is my friend Aaron's KX450, set up as a SuperMoto, obviously, and I don't have a lot of SuperMoto experience, and as you'll see, a lot of my road race habits poke through, like not squaring corners off enough and things of that nature, but I was just having a blast out there on this bike. This corner right here is really the highlight of this track for me. You're going over that blind crest into that downhill right, and it doesn't quite do it justice on camera, but it is a pretty significant downhill. And right here, coming up this hill again, just winding up through it. This track isn't really, in my opinion, big enough for 600s or anything bigger than that. It's just too tight of a track. It's more of a SuperMoto or a mini track. But if you do have the proper bike, this track is an absolute dream. The corners are fun, the elevation change is a blast, and it's just a great track for a SuperMoto, really. Coming around my outside here right now is my friend Ryan Donagher. He's a coach for Evolve GT and all around an amazing rider. And he actually has the SuperMoto thing way more down than I do. You can just see how he rides compared to my lines. Like, he's just way better at squaring off the corners and stuff, but he's a good friend, and just spending a few laps with him now. You can also tell just how much less time he spends on the side of the tire than I do. He gets the bike turned, stood up, and shot out a lot faster than me, and I think that's a big reason why I just honestly couldn't catch up to him, because even like here, right, like he shot that corner straighter in where I took the swoopy line road race-ish style. Yeah, squaring it off like he is definitely the faster way to go. So this is nearing the end of the session, like my second to last lap or so, and at this point I'm just out there doing some wheelies, locking up the rear, and just having some fun. These things are an absolute blast to ride, and this track's perfect for them again. Up next, me and my buddy Ryan are hopping on his KTM 65s to just rip around and have some fun. These bikes are super small, right? They're 65cc, only up to like a little bit below my waist, but this track is kind of perfect for him. And actually, we're hoping to do some mini racing at this track in the future. So with these similar style small bikes, and yeah, me and him just have some fun ripping them around, and I had a blast. So huge thank you to Ryan again for letting me ride this thing. So this is Ryan up in front of me, and there you can kind of get a perspective of how small these bikes are, right? Like, he looks like a giant sitting on the thing. But we're actually coming up on someone who was doing this track day on a 600 style bike. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's pretty cool when you get to pass a 600 on a KTM 65. So both these KTMs are Ryan's. One thing that has to be said is the one I'm on has a slightly stronger motor, but the one he is on has slightly better suspension. And it's a bit of a trade-off, but then on top of that, I'm a good bit lighter than Ryan is, so that makes a huge difference on these little bikes, just 40 to 50 pounds, you know, when you're only dealing with sub 20 horsepower, I think. It makes a pretty big difference. This track does also make a pretty perfect mini track, so we're hoping to see an organization, NJ Mini GP, racing there soon. It's perfect for these little bikes, and it's a really fun layout with all the elevation it has. And this is where I'm going to wrap up this video. Overall, Pineview is an awesome little track. I had an absolute blast, so huge thank you to Evolve GT for having me out, and Ryan Donagher and Aaron for letting me ride their bikes. Thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, leave it a like, and we'll see you guys in the next one.